Hi, my name is BC Hoffman.
Hi, I'm Lalita Lopansri.
And we are doing meatloaf today on Recipe Wars. So we're actually taking the bad recipes that we did last episode and we're tweaking them and making them good meatloaf recipes. So real simple, the first key ingredient is beer because it makes everything taste better.
To drink with your meatloaf.
Exactly. So on this one, I'm going epic. I'm going big. I'm going gargantuan. Did I say epic? That's right. I'm going Epic Mealtime-style on y'all. I'm gonna get bacon. I'm gonna wrap it up with my meatloaf. I'm gonna do ground beef, ground sausage, ground pork, ground veal, and it's gonna be big! Just for you viewers at home, that's how we do.
All right, so I am taking
y'all,
mine,
by the way.
which had turkey to start off. I'm still gonna use turkey, but I'm gonna add some good loving pork in there. I'm probably gonna use a little bit of the spinach, some of the aromatics, but it's gonna be a lot better.
Let's get it started.
Right.
Okay, first thing, start off, I'm gonna add a little celery in there. Just gonna do a quick chop on that.
So mine had the sliced onions and I had to put in a food processor, but this time I'm just gonna take the onions, already mince it up. I'm still gonna saute it, but I'm not gonna bust out the food processor, which is another thing to clean, which I don't wanna do that.
Yeah, who wants to clean? Come on, I just wanna eat. No placenta this time, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So I've got my celery, it's gonna be a quick chop. I'm gonna throw that in. I'm gonna throw in some chopped onion. I'd say about one small onion, fully chopped. I'm going to throw in just a wee bit of brown sugar in there. Then I'm gonna throw in some ketchup. That's right, get on your hands, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting dirty, it's getting big, it's getting styling. Gundam style. And I'm gonna throw in some garlic, chop that up nicely. That's what I gotta say to that. Boom. Did you want some garlic?
No, I'm already way ahead of you and I got mine in
Well,
six.
fine, I wasn't gonna give you any winning.
So I'm just gonna saute it until it's softened up. In the meantime, while my aromatics are sauteing, I'm gonna add a little bit of breadcrumbs and I'm gonna soften those up with some milk.
I'm actually gonna do the same method that you're doing with the breadcrumbs, except I'm gonna do that with my beer. And I'm also gonna put in...
Oh, sticking with the beer, huh?
Yeah, I'm sticking with the beer. I mean, it was from the original recipe, so I mean, I'm taking that recipe and I'm just slightly tweaking it and adding in a couple key things that I think are necessary, like more pork. So right here, I've got my ground pork. I've got a little veal. Doing the ground beef. So again, this is pretty much what the recipe called for, minus the fresh garlic, which I just use now. They didn't use in the last one, they used garlic powder, which is fine, whatever, but that's why it tastes like placenta. And then I'm gonna throw in some actual sausage, and we're gonna throw in ground bacon.
You've got every single pork product in there.
Why not?
I've been told that the best ratio for meatloaf is 50% ground beef, 25% ground pork for the flavor, and then 25% of ground veal to get it gelatinous-y and juicy.
Whoever told you that's a liar.
So with mine, I'm gonna do still the turkey. Fatten it up with some bacon and some of the pork sausage.
So I'm gonna grab breadcrumbs. I'm gonna throw those in there. And I'm just gonna take my ale, pour that right in there, get that soaking. Then I'm gonna put a little Dijon in there. A little,
And now I'm gonna add my aromatics in there.
And I'll still do the oregano like they did in the original recipe as well.
And with mine, I'm gonna add some fresh herbs. None of that dried mint stuff or cloves. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of ground cumin.
A little salt, a little pepper. And just for good measure, I'm actually gonna add in some onion powder too.
So my herbs are gonna be some minced parsley, a little bit of thyme, and chives. And of course, my egg as my binder.
Okay, so in my binder, I'm also gonna add in a little Parmesan cheese, the onion that I said, a little onion powder, granulated onion, and lastly, just for good measure. Just a little sriracha going right in here with an egg.
To mine, I'm gonna add a little sambal chili paste for my kicker.
Oh, you copying me, huh, girl? You want to go with a little Asian heat, huh?
Well, I am Asian heat, so yeah. I'm still gonna put spinach in there, but not a lot because my old recipe had way too much spinach in there. Season it up with some salt and pepper. So I'm just gonna put my mixed up meatloaf into a loaf pan and then unmold it and put it onto a sheet pan.
I'm getting dirty.
You always get dirty.
Yeah, get down with your bad self. You don't want to overmix the meatloaf. Again, guys, if you didn't watch the last episode, watch it. But I also said you don't want to overmix the meatloaf, and the reason why is because it will become just a tough
Meat
and
paste.
dry loaf. You don't want that. You want something that's wet, that won't crumble apart, but at the same time keep its form, and that's not super juicy. Okay, so your loaf is ready to go. My loaf is almost completely ready. What I'm gonna just do now is take it, form it, and throw it around with bacon. I'm gonna basically just create a nice blanket for the meatloaf to go in with the bacon around. Thank you, Lalita just inspired me with that one. That was good thinking. That was smarter than the average bear, which I am not.
So I put my meatloaf into my loaf pan, just unmolded it like it was Jell-O and put it on a sheet pan. And then I'm gonna prepare this nice glaze that's gonna make a beautiful kind of crust on there, which didn't have on my bad loaf recipe. So with mine, I'm gonna take some ketchup, Worcestershire, a little bit of honey.
Yes?
Some apple cider vinegar, and a little more of that chili sambal paste. Whisk that together. Smells good.
It sounds great.
And then just kind of paint it right on top.
Like finger paint or?
You would use your hands, BC.
Probably. Okay, I'm gonna just throw one more piece of bacon in. Why not? Because this is going big, this is going epic mealtime style. Love you guys. So right there, they would actually make like a blanket of bacon. I'm just doing like a little quilt compared to their blankets, but that's what we're doing. Then we're gonna throw in our loaf itself.
I'm just gonna call yours a bacon loaf because that's what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
So the old recipe said to bake it at 350, but I want to try it slow and low.
That is the tempo.
That is the tempo at 325. So I'm gonna get that started while you finish yours.
Yeah. So I'm literally just wrapping the bacon around my pork drowned loaf, essentially, in the pan. So that way it's actually formed already. And then I'm gonna remove it, put it on a broil pan, basically. It'll drain the excess fat. You ready for this, guys? Boom.
It's happening.
It is. My hands are covered in bacon grease right now.
Would you like some help there?
Oh, I got it. I got it.
You got it.
Oh, man. Does that not look killer? Now, what could make this even better, you ask? Besides more pork? I'll tell you. A little jalapeno. Yeah, that's right. And we're just kind of put those right on top of that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is ready to go in the oven. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, welcome back. So we just pulled our meatloafs out of the oven and we are ready to taste these amazing.
What happened to your jalapenos over there?
I don't know. Didn't you eat one and have to go and
Got a
resort
nice
to drinking
char.
milk? Yeah, yeah.
Nice burnt char over there.
What happened to the rest of your meatloaf?
Well, mine's
Oh,
not.
that's the entire thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cute.
It's really cute.
It's cute.
It's got a nice, beautiful glaze on it.
Yeah.
Looks a lot more moist than bad loaf we did earlier.
Yeah, than bad loaf.
That
but
looks like
this,
a totally different animal.
This,
right
this is a pig wrapped in bacon.
there. Let's try mine first.
Alrighty, let's do it. That is good.
It's a lot more moist than the other one. It's still got the spinach in there.
That is really good. And on top of the fact that it's good, that sauce is awesome. Heck yeah. Boom!
We
wait,
fixed it.
we'll do it in slow-mo.
try yours.
Let's go for it. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. There's something to be said about something that's cooked as it's wrapped in bacon and picks up all that excess bacon flavor. That pork just saturated. If you don't like pork, ladies and gentlemen, avoid this meatloaf.
This is extra bacony.
Wow. I don't want to be biased. I mean, yours is really good meatloaf, but mine is bacon and more bacon and sausage and ground pork and
I
veal.
like yours better.
And woo! I didn't even goad her on. I was like, hey, because hers was good. Hers was really good. If you're gonna make either of these recipes, by all means, they're both delicious, nutritious, and oh so tasty. However,
I think it was your bacon wrapped thing going on.
mine's more healthy. That being said, I think it goes without saying anymore. Lalita gave it an official, and I was biased.
Although my glaze is awesome.
If this had that glaze, I would have melted, I think. I'm melting. That being said, bacon wrapped meatloaf is the way to go with that glaze. My name is BC Hoffman.
And I'm Lalita Lopansri.
Please subscribe to our channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and now subscribe to our email list. You guys keep watching, we'll keep cooking. This is how you do a good meatloaf.